I got it. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America, America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America, America. Beautiful. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Who wants to come back with us to America? To America.
What up? What the fuck was this show, guys?
Oh my God, we're gonna get into it. We are going to get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. T, you wanna start us off here? You wanna say hello to chat? Do all the intro bullshittery?
Yeah. See who's in here. Chat. We see. We got Last Toxic Male. We got Triss. What's going on? And we have Jack.
You gotta say what show they're watching first.
Oh yeah, we're watching Dynamite. God, it was awful. No. Holy shit.
So you gotta say, oh, welcome to the show. Welcome to Pin Down Podcast.
Oh yeah, all that good shit. They know where they're at. They're here. They know. Come on.
I fucking hope so.
I hope so.
I'd be a little concerned.
Oh boy, this show. Good Lord.
Yeah, this show was fucking rancid.
I've never seen a wrestling show so fucking boring. Oh my fucking God. I was bored to death. I had to listen to like Foreigner. I had to play like Living Color. I had to listen to a bunch of music to keep me fucking sane during that piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily, I don't think, bad this week. It was just boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
AR Fox, yeah, why he was in another match, and I honestly thought I was like, oh, he had a match with Ricochet last week. No, Swerve. So somehow this is meant to continue the feud. Look, the two guys who are going to fight next week fought the same guy. It's like that's not a feud.
No.
And who has any equity in AR Fox to care about his like feud, like being a part of this like equation with Ricochet and Swerve? Who cares?
It makes no sense. And they were trying to make it competitive. Why?
Yeah.
When was the last time he was on Dynamite before that? Over a year.
Like literally,
over a year, yeah.
I did not see him until they came back from all out or all in from last year, not from 24 but 23. So I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah, so he's just back, and yeah, it just there's no I don't care because he hasn't been on my screen enough time. At least give the guy the chance for me to dislike him. But I can't even dislike him because I haven't seen enough of him on your TV, right? That's the problem too. Like, give the talent opportunities. And see if they fail or if they succeed. You never know. You may have the next MJF on your hands somewhere in that roster. You don't know until you give those people those opportunities. And this show was just kind of, I don't know, man. It was just boring. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was just boring. I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah, the matches went on way too fucking long. Every match was basically a 20-minute classic, or classic in quotes, but
yeah.
And,
Jesus fucking Christ.
And Taz was the only one actually doing his job and not commentary. Everybody else was pretty much doing dick all and just didn't give a fuck.
No, everybody phoned it in.
Taz was trying his best, man. He always does.
Yep.
Like, Taz is pretty good at always putting in, full effort. But yeah, I guess we'll just go right into it. But we'll say hello to chat. We'll read what chat has to say first, and then we'll get right into it. Shout out to my boy Cream doing that fire Danny Dimes strut. I didn't want to do that. He made me do the Daniel Garcia thing.
Oh my God.
Not good. Pin Down Podcast is your home for the best AEW reviews, for real, for real. Well, at least the ones that of people who just don't want to be here the most after AEW's on. I have so many other things I could have been doing in that 2-hour span that I'll never get back.
Yeah.
But look, I will say this. I'm gonna try to go because I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna go extra hard on them tonight because the Rumble's coming up, and I'm actually excited for the Rumble. I'm really excited.
Same.
And we talked about it on Raw on the review. I think we're all really, really, really excited for the Rumble. It's gonna be a fucking good one this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it could go a million different ways, and most of them aren't bad. Like, so we have a show that could be like, when we go back, in 5 or 6 years and look back at this time period and being like, oh, the beginning of like Triple H taking over this whole new era. This Royal Rumble could be like one of those classic one pay-per-views.
This could be up there with like 2001 or 2005, like that level of great. Because to me, 92 even, depending on.
Or the equivalent, or just like this era's equivalent of the 98 Rumble, right? Or the 99 Rumble or something like that. Like that type of stuff. So I am very, very excited for this pay-per-view because it feels a lot.
A lot of star-studded guys in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, for the men and the women. Sorry, I think both Rumbles are just good. I think both Rumbles have potential. I kind of hope that the men's Rumble will be better than the women's Rumble, because I don't know what it is. Like, it seems like every year, like the women's Rumble is better than the men's, and the men's is better than the women's. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it could be me, but I am looking forward to
this year. They'll be pretty close.
Yeah, that's what I'm
close. There's a chance. Obviously, we'll go into predictions soon, or at some point this week, and I'll go more into there.
Actually, because I feel like I should probably give a little bit of an update. So what we're doing is, normally we go live about 5 minutes after the Rumble's going to start. Start time for it is 6 p.m. Eastern. We usually go live 6:05. So what we're going to do is we're going to pre-record something tomorrow. We're going to do that, and it will be uploaded the day of the Rumble earlier, so you have enough time to watch it and watch the Rumble. We don't want to cut it close, and we want, obviously everyone here wants to watch the Rumble, so that's kind of what we're thinking of doing. But let's read through the rest of the chat, and then we'll get through Dynamite tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, it's I'm excited for that Rumble. I'm so sick. I don't think I can handle AEW tonight. Yeah, I mean, at least it wasn't bad, but it was just boring. Sometimes I would rather bad than boring, because at least I can laugh at bad.
Yeah.
You can start early. We all know Princess Monet will retain the title. Yeah, of course. We watch an AEW #1 shilling podcast. That's right. We shill AEW. Tony Khan is our daddy. Reaper is in the chat. What's up, guys? Not much going on, Reaper. How are you doing? How are you doing, Reaper? You doing good?
I know him. He's gay, so let's not acknowledge him.
Oh my God, bro.
All right. Well, at least enjoying being gay, or anyways. The Big Daddy Mark. Ooh, Big Daddy Mark. Yes. He's staring at the meat. We'll talk about Mark we have something else planned that we're gonna do.
Yeah,
we'll talk about the IWC this week, because it's still being insane. But
and something happened today. I guess we can add to that tomorrow. Cause fuck these people, man.
Yeah, it's not good. Rumble's gonna be very unpredictable. Yeah, but I think that's why I'm so excited for it, because usually it's like we know who's gonna win. Like we knew Cody was gonna win last year. But this year, it's like, well, I don't know who the fuck is going to win.
If one of my predictions goes right, I'll just spoil one of them. If The Rock appears at 31,
that would be wild.
This could push the Rumble up there as the best. Not the best Rumble, but this will be the women's, definitely. I'll say that, if they do that one.
Yeah. Alrighty. So let's get into it. We start off tonight's Dynamite with Will Ospreay versus Brian Cage, who was accompanied to the ring with Lance Archer and Don Callis. Now, if you don't remember, last week there was a whole mini feud, or the feud they've been starting, that's going to pay off at Grand Slam Australia between Kenny and Will, who are going to they're going to team against Brian Cage. No, it's
Takeshita.
Take a shit. Yeah, take a shit.
Yeah.
And Fletcher, because Callis family. There's like 15 fucking people in it at this point. So basically, they decide, you know what they should do? They should fight the other Callis family members, which actually not bad. That's probably one of Tony Khan's better booking choices. I found the match I thought it was kind of meh. The F5 off the middle rope, that was cool.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was like the only cool spot to me.
They called the sit out power bomb a fucking
a spinning sit out power bomb, a Liger bomb.
Spinning. Yeah.
Excalibur. Well done, you fucking mass freak. Well done.
Yeah. Shit. That was fucking interesting. And then that
and Will Ospreay tried to do a Styles Clash and almost botched it. Well, he did botch it. He couldn't wrap the other arm around his other leg. So thank God.
I think that was, honestly, after last week and this week, I think that's more Brian Cage. Because
Brian Cage last week
he had some fucking, he did a scary botch to Kenny Omega last.
Yeah. He's just shit. He's either washed or he's become shit, or he was always shit. But
he's always been shit. Because everyone just they just hide his weaknesses with all of his steroids.
But yeah,
there was a lot of botches tonight.
That could have ended so badly. Styles Clash.
Yeah, that's my point.
That was completely one. Will Ospreay should have known to fucking not go forward with that too. That's on him as well. You should have called an audible and got Brian Cage to pull like an Alabama slam on you or something. Like
if you're a great wrestler,
that wouldn't work in Alabama slam. But you could have done something. Have him drop out of it, and then
if the fucking if the blade is his finisher, why didn't he not just do that to the Cage? Anyone can take that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like last week with the V-trigger. The truth of the matter is, if you're a great wrestler, if you can't do certain moves, you'll do something else. You notice, even Batista back in the day, he never Batista bombed Big Show. So he beat him with like a spear or something. Because he knows he can't do that.
Yeah, it looks dumb. It looks weird. It looks very awkward. But,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just a bit amateurish. And the thing is, it wouldn't be, if it was a one-time thing, we could kind of push that off and be like, oh, okay. But this is weekly that this happens.
Yep.
I mean, this is a constant with this company. So I can't really be like, I can't really excuse it, because it's constantly happening, especially with Brian Cage 2 weeks in a row, man. I don't know what they have to do to get him to stop doing shit like that.
Maybe just have him only in tag teams. What I would do, if I know he's that good in singles matches, just only have him in tag team matches. Usually you can't fuck that up that much.
Dude, look at what WWE did with Tonga Loa before he got injured.
Yeah.
At least Tonga Loa wasn't, almost injuring other people.
Yeah.
And they also knew he couldn't wrestle, or he was botchy, so they're like, okay, just put him in tag matches.
Well, I don't know what you guys are talking about, because I enjoy Chris Benoit's work.
Oh,
what are you guys talking about? I enjoy his work every week on Dynamite.
Are you fucking retarded? The hell's the matter with you?
Bro.
That was my impersonation of an AEW fan. Talking about it.
Good God. Okay, so the match ends with just a fuck off brawl.
Yeah.
After Ospreay fucking
We've rather say that too during the match. Before the match even started, Don Callis got on the mic and told Ospreay that they took out Omega in the back, so he couldn't help himself.
Yeah, and they showed Kenny rolling around for about 14 seconds.
He didn't even look like he got fucked up. He was just like, act fucked up. I'm gonna act all, but it's so bad.
It's bad acting, yeah.
Yeah. Harpo Marks.
Well, so yeah, that's the first match. I don't know what else to say. Next we get Renee.
Moxley good.
Renee is in the back. She's looking for Swerve. She finds Hangman. And then Hangman bumps into MJF. And then MJF says he's gonna fucking deal with Jeff Jarrett tonight. After that, we get.
Sorry, we also forgot that he was trying to go in the locker room. He was trying to find Swerve Strickland for some reason. Hangman, apparently.
Yeah, apparently we're restarting that feud. Apparently, for some fucking reason, they haven't touched it in like what's it been 3-4 months now.
Or they're gonna try to, or he's gonna try to ask for his help to take out the Death Riders. How much you want to bet?
So okay, what are they doing with him? Is he a face or is he a heel? He flip flops more. It's like this is Big Show booking, but really,
I don't know. That homosexual cowboy's on Blue Sky, so who knows?
Yeah. He said he left fascist Twitter. What a fucking cuck! Such a cowboy.
Yeah,
that's stupid. Okay, so then Powerhouse Hobbs says that he wasn't able to go to Dynamite, but he wants to fight Bill.
Yeah,
he wants to fight Bill
next week. Why?
Shout out to Bill. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So they're gonna do that. We get our second match, which is Jeff Jarrett versus Claudio Castagnoli. Now, I actually didn't mind this match. That was all right. I like both of them.
It wasn't.
My problem was you could have set this up a little bit more. Like, this is kind of like this is a match that actually should get people excited.
Do this at Grand Slam.
Yeah.
I would have just had them brawl tonight or something.
Yeah, this would have been a good idea. Look, because it's always gonna go back into the MJF feud, right? So what you do is you drag it at the Grand Slam, and you do a mini feud of Claudio and Jeff Jarrett. And then at Grand Slam, Jeff Jarrett's about to win. MJF comes in, costs him the match, therefore costing him the title opportunity. Yep. Now you fuel that feud up again, and you're able to go back in it, and hopefully MJF can cut a promo that isn't really cringy and just screaming at the non-existent haters in the crowd. That would have been better. I would have really liked to see something in the vein of that, because then you give this match a little bit more oomph behind it, which it does deserve. It's I mean, fucking hell, man. I would have. This is something like a couple of years ago. I think people would have said, "Oh, that's a dream match."
Yeah,
and they just wasted it on TV.
And the truth is, like, Tony just likes to play with his toys. He just rushes. I mean, he rushed Will Ospreay and Ricochet.
Yeah,
and I was like, they immediately rushed that. No, and he's done it like 2 or 3 times now. So, yeah, this could have been a feud, dragged out. The match itself was okay, I guess. It was drawn out, though. Like every match tonight. Every match needed to be 20 fucking minutes.
I hate to play devil's advocate, but I think the reason why that Tony did the match tonight is because, number one, Collision that night for Grand Slam ain't going to take place at 2 in the morning. And 2, nobody watches Collision. Sadly, more people watch Dynamite than they watch Collision, because I think last week Dynamite only averaged 260,000 views last week.
No, it's Collision, but yeah. Dynamite's around what, the 500,000 mark?
500, sometimes 600,000.
Yeah. So it was going up there it was actually, the ratings were slowly going up.
Yeah.
For the last bit. I don't know if that's going to stay. I think it's probably going to drop again.
Yeah, it's dropped this week.
It's definitely going to drop this week. I think it will drop this week after this show, yeah.
But I do agree with you guys, though. It would have been better to have it on Collision, but yeah, I think they did it because more eyeballs.
No, Grand Slam. I said Grand Slam. I would rather.
Yeah, I was thinking Grand
I'd rather
Slam.
you do this as a feud, not Collision. I think Collision would be even worse. It's just a waste of a good matchup.
Well, I mean, it's still going to be Collision. It's just a different name. It's going to be Collision Grand Slam. That's what they're calling it, apparently. So,
my god,
is that?
dude,
my life.
oh my god,
it's like last week was Collision Homecoming. Last week was Collision Homecoming. So I think this, they're calling it Collision Grand Slam.
What are we fucking doing?
That's the point I was trying to make. So yeah, I don't know, but I agree with the Cream. It was not a like, oh my god, why are we seeing this match? But yeah.
I will say we probably won't cover. We'll cover Grand Slam probably on the next Dynamite review. We'll just mention it off passing. I mean, we're not staying up till 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and that'll be 11:30 for me.
11 p.m.
I'll probably still be up. I just don't want to watch that shit at 11:30 p.m.
Well, no, especially because it's going to probably be 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Maybe
2 hours. Watch a movie.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous, and I don't think AEW is getting enough hate for not hate, but enough criticism for Grand Slam Australia as a whole. That is a massive fuck up.
The whole NBA All-Stars thing, that fuck up.
Yeah. They deserve to get their lashings for this. I mean, they fucked up. They have to own it. And normal people would say, okay, we fucked up. Either one, not put themselves in that position because that is a absolute rookie mistake. Even I would know, dude. Even I would have the knowledge to be like, I should understand what shows are being put on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
on the network that I'm on. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, like Eric Bischoff did it back in the day. TNA even did it back in the day.
You always have someone in your company that's looking at the schedules of the TV channels that you're on. And so that if you put a date forward, you send it off to those people, they check, you send it off to everyone who needs to know. And if the date works, the date works. They don't do that in AEW. Or if they do, they have shitty people doing it. And it probably isn't anyone. It's probably just Tony himself.
Yeah.
He needs to find a way of putting out, like, he needs to find people to delegate to. That's what he has to do. And he has refused to do that. And I think that is the underlying problem with AEW. He is trying to do everything in this company. Yeah. And he doesn't have the ability to do probably even half of these things competently if he was just choosing to do those one things. So find someone who is incompetent and then throw a bunch of work on their desk. That never works. It never works. And that's the position that AEW's in.
I mean, Vince, I'll say Eric Bischoff back in the day, or Ted Turner, they had people checking this shit. Even, I hate to say, even dumbass Dixie Carter back in the day with TNA would do that. They would check to make sure there's some big event going on at the same time. Like, come on, man. How do you fuck that up? That's my thing. Just like,
that's why, in this sense, I think it's worse than WCW, AEW right now. Because even at its worst, WCW was still organized enough to understand the programming of the channel that they had a TV deal on.
I'm going to be honest. This is the first time I've ever seen that with a wrestling company, or at least a major wrestling company, do a fuck up like that. I've never seen any other one do that.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy. I mean, if an indie show books themselves at a certain time online and it's on YouTube, I'm way more lenient for that because who gives a shit? It's YouTube. You can watch whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want. With broadcast television, the fact that you tried to schedule an event during probably one of the biggest events that TNT is going to air this year, besides, like they air the NBA All-Star Game and all that stuff, and the NHL one. So the fact that you managed to schedule it on one of those days is mind-boggling stupid. The NHL, the NFL, the NBA, all those companies understand this. WWE understands this. TNA understands
That's
this.
the thing
All
is,
these companies understand.
WWE probably the only one who maybe could get away with it, but even they wouldn't do that. That's how crazy.
No, they
That's how
can't.
bad this is.
There's a reason why the Rumble is this weekend and not next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
This weekend's the Pro Bowl, next weekend's the Super Bowl. They're not putting the Royal Rumble the same weekend as the Super Bowl, even if it's not the same day and not in the same city. They just know that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a rant from me.
Yeah.
Do we want to move on to? There's a whole thing with MJF comes out, beats him up, shows the pinky ring, hits him with the pinky ring.
Yeah, just says I told you so, and just
laughs at him. He basically just laughs at him. MJF. Can I go a little side rant about MJF really quick?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It is sad where this dude was 2 fucking years ago and where he is now. He is a cartoon villain compared to the other wrestling heel villains I've been seeing. Obviously, within the last year, Final Boss Rock, Dominic, even the New Day right now, Ethan Page. There's so many better heels doing shit there's actual story with. With MJF, he's a parody of himself. But it's even worse, is he's full on washed now. He's a joke. He is
MJF went from being probably the best heel in wrestling, definitely the best heel in wrestling when he started to pick up steam.
Yeah.
And around the time that the CM Punk feud was happening, I'd say he's the best heel in wrestling.
Yeah.
And now he's just like some snidely Whiplash figure who's like, I'm gonna tie Karen Jarrett to the train tracks. What
exactly? He just needs to twirl his mustache. It's so fucking bad.
Well,
how far he's gone.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. CM Punk elevated him to make him look like the best heel in wrestling.
Yeah.
Ever since Punk got fired, MJF's projection of being like the best has really gone down. I'm sorry, but it's not helped when he's been with Adam Cole. He's been with that stupid storyline for the past 2 years almost. That hasn't helped anything. Tony booking him in shit matches that no one gives a fuck about. Like it was that one random episode he wrestled against Kenny Omega on Collision.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why?
Out of nowhere. Yeah.
That could have been a pay-per-view.
And then he had a feud with wasn't it fucking Will Ospreay for a little bit?
Yeah.
They're not. I agree that they're not giving him a lot of good material to run with, but to be honest, there's a whole saying of making chicken shit in the chicken
Jericho
salad.
did it. I can name a bunch of heels that got a lot of shit and they still made it work. Jericho somehow made the list gimmick work back in the day. Just saying.
And so I don't know what they have to do, but he is the only path of success forward that AEW has, in my opinion, is through MJF. You need him. You don't have Cody anymore.
You got Ricky. And you got Ricky that could probably keep up with him in promos and match type, but you can't use him because you're too of a bitch. You want to just on the side.
You can use them. You just refuse to use them. This is my problem. You refuse to use these people.
Yep.
And it doesn't make. I understand. Look, there's a lot of people online who are saying they should have to honor their contracts. Yes, they should. They are getting paid money. They should. Mm-hmm. On top of that, if you're running a wrestling company, you probably shouldn't keep people around if you're just keeping them around to hoard them. You have the right to do it. It's just a stupid thing to do because it lowers morale. Because all the people who are being used are going to be like, oh, is that going to happen to me? Are they going to try to sideline my career? Those thoughts are going to go in the back of people's minds. That's how it works. And it fucks with people.
When they go on the show, they're just going to phone it in and make it fucking blatantly obvious. That's not fun to watch when I watch wrestlers just clearly phoning it in like MJF's doing right now, which I'm just going to say, do we want MJF in WWE right now? I don't.
There's a screenshot from last week when he's cutting that promo and someone took the screenshot and I saw it. You can just tell in the eyes. He knows this whole entire storyline with Jeff Jarrett shit, but he's trying to make chicken salad chicken shit, but it's just not working. No one's asking for MJF versus, Jeff Jarrett in 2025. Now look, would the match be good? Yeah, I don't doubt the match will be good, or won't be. I don't think it would be like a clusterfuck. But it's like he should be doing more than just working against Jeff Jarrett, and Jeff Jarrett should not be challenging for the world title in 2025.
Yeah.
No.
It's just
and if you're gonna do it, you have to do it where MJF costs him.
Yeah.
Where it's like you need that to fuel it. And to be fair, like it takes two to tango. Jeff Jarrett isn't really doing much for this either.
No.
He's not pulling his weight either. So in the end, it's just shit. It's all shit.
Like it was reported
speaking of shit.
Okay, go ahead. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll just move on because we are yeah. Speaking of shit, we had Ricochet.
AR Fox.
Yeah, we had that. Oh my fucking god!
He had a promo too right before the match started with Renee.
Yeah.
He said like three things and that was it.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's really worth bringing up. It was just
I'll say it's boring as fuck. It went on too long. Why was it back and forth? You could have just had this be a squash match.
Yeah, I'll keep this quick. He won the match. It was very quick. The finish was very quick, and all of a sudden he pulls out the golden, the golden clippers out, or scissors. Sorry, and he's gonna try to stab AR Fox in the head or cut him open. Swerve comes out from the ringside, attacks him, pulls him underneath the ring. Or underneath the bottom rope and just starts like wailing on him. He's trying to do his mushroom stomp for the top rope. And all of a sudden, literally, I swear to God, Ricochet gets AR Fox and literally puts the scissors next to his like juggler and telling like Swerve he was going to stab him in the juggler.
Yeah.
This is just fucking terrible.
This is like, is this a bad movie? I'm going to hold you hostage, bro. What the fuck is this shit?
When I saw the scene, I thought I was watching a Steven Seagal movie.
I was watching a Seagal movie last
Bro,
night.
I actually, I agree. It did look like he pulled them out of his asshole.
Yeah,
it's fucking wild. It was a bad camera angle for that. Holy shit.
Yeah, God.
What a terrible match. And like we said, like I'm not a big fan of AR Fox.
Yeah,
I never have been, but holy shit, you're just expecting people to like care and be invested in him, but he hasn't been seen anywhere for like a year. That's not fair on him.
The only people that are going to like AR Fox are the people that watched him in Lucha Underground almost 10 years ago. That's it.
Yeah.
Like no one cares about AR Fox being in this entire company. Yeah, it made sense a little bit when he was with them a couple years ago, and he joined Swerve a couple years ago. Before he couldn't leave the country, the United Kingdom. Yeah, that made kind of sense. But then it's just like he ain't been on TV ever since. That's like, why keep the guy employed? Like I said that last week, I probably forgot he even worked there.
Yeah, this is the whole thing. Like he's going to be used for what? Like these 2 weeks? Will we see him again?
Nope.
I don't know.
Probably not. No.
Like that's the thing, and it's not fair to his career to have it just be stalled up. And obviously he signed the contract. Yes, he has to honor it. Yes, all that shit. Yes, AEW fans, you are correct.
And I don't fault him for signing the contract, but the problem is with the roster is it's so bloated that there's nothing for like really to do for anybody. Like it's just so the roster is so bloated.
Where's Camille been?
Yeah,
she's just disappeared off the face of the planet.
Yeah. No, she's been. You know what? There's other women that they've replaced. We got Jamie Hayter back, but guess what?
Yeah.
Soon we won't see Julia Hart or Jamie Hayter or Harley Cameron or any of these fucking women that we're seeing that we're actually enjoying the stuff they're doing. We're not going to see any of them on TV because guess what? They're going to end up getting shuffled off into the fucking staying at home.
Well, look at Megan Bain. She just made her debut 2 weeks ago. And she ain't been on TV since.
Yeah, right. How do you do that? You bring in somebody, but they've not been on TV for 2 fucking weeks. What are you doing?
And she was off TV for AEW for 3 years. So here she comes back to try to have a career, and all of a sudden she's like off TV again. It's like, why do you guys? Do
at least she's working indie shows.
Yeah, I think she's working for BCW, right?
Yeah,
but then why bring her up? Then it's so. Oh my God, Tony, you fucking moron.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, he's an idiot.
Yeah, this whole company's contracts, they really need to find a way of restructuring the roster.
Yeah.
It's not working. You can't just hoard all these wrestlers like little children, like a child hoarding action figures and act like it's going to not cause problems. Obviously,
Yeah.
problems, and people are obviously going to be upset, and they can be upset. They're right to be upset, but they signed this contract. They did their end of the bargain. They held up, and now they're just being told to sit the fuck home, and it's affecting their career. They can be upset. They can even ask for their release. If you try to pull an Andrade and just get in a fucking fight, that's too far. But you can at least ask.
Can we just agree that Tony is kind of like the Oprah Winfrey? Everyone, you get a job, even though I got nothing for you, you get a job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just it's dog shit, man. Let's just move on. It's just
a
whole God.
So next we get is this when we get no, this is
Jericho's segment, right?
Sorry. Yeah, it's Jericho. I was trying to think if it was the what do you call it? The section of Moxley at home, but no, it is Jericho. So he does this whole New York Minute thing. They're teasing Big Cass turning on Chris Jericho. Yeah. They've been teasing this for a while. Good, break up this faction.
Yeah, but you know what it comes off as? This is just a bad evolution with Batista. This is like a bad version of that.
We'll get into that, but here's my thing. That learning tree, I want to chop it down, burn it, and I want to put it through a fucking wood chipper. All right? That's what I want to do. This whole thing has been dog shit. Big Cass should never been with Jericho in the first place. But of course, now we're going to get this shit. And plus, next week, Powerhouse Hobbs is taking on Cass next week at Atlanta, and they're going to be at the center stage. So it's just like he can be doing something too. I mean, remember, him and Tony Ricky Starks last year were a tag team until Ricky got hurt.
Yeah, and they were good. I liked them together. Yep. I liked that Ricky kind of had someone to be his muscle.
Yep.
Because he's a smaller dude, but he's good on the mic. They kind of had a not equaling this at all, but in the same vein as a Shawn Michaels and Diesel. Right. Which I like that. I like that type of pairing. The smaller, charismatic guy with the just fucking big fucking
monster behind you.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, oh, yeah, this guy can run his mouth.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything about it. And on top of that, even when he does run his mouth, he can still beat you on his own. I like that. I like that as a template. And they went and it's gone. It's all fucking gone. Yep. They fucked up one of the best things they had, but
yeah,
it's a day that ends in Y for WCW or for AEW. Holy shit! That's a Freudian slip, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it does apply.
Yeah, man, it's just clusterfuck.
Yeah. Okay, so next match we got was Jay White versus Wheeler Yuta. I didn't care about this match at all.
No one did.
All I got is who gives a fuck about this match.
Why does Wheeler Yuta look like a crackhead? Every week I fucking see him with his dyed hair. Why does he look like a fucking crackhead?
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue. The match was mid.
Yeah.
Jay White wins.
Yeah. Talk about someone who's been fucking mismanaged since he's been there. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have been. Honestly, he would have been NXT champ if he went to WWE.
He'd probably be on the main roster by now. Yeah.
He was supposed to be the main roster until Vince came back a couple years ago. He was supposed to make his debut the night after WrestleMania, and he was supposed to form the original Bullet Club with Anderson, Gallows, and Styles.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that would have been. Was that like after Vince was ousted and then he came right back right before Mania?
Yeah. That was the night after WrestleMania. That's when they were going to do all that stuff and everything was on hold because Vince came back and took over creative. And then that's what happened.
I remember that now. Fuck, that was
because you remember if you remember, that's when WWE and TKO finalized the deal to merge that Monday morning. So
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. That's
could have been something. It could have been something, but yeah.
It could have, and he'll probably end up there eventually. But yeah, this match was shit. Dax Hardwood comes out, doesn't he? Is it him and
it's right?
I'm trying to remember.
Vance Archer.
Yeah, it's right at FTR.
Yeah, okay, it's rated FTR.
Yeah.
They come out. They challenge the Death Riders to a Mid-South street fight. Fuck my life.
Why?
That.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Bill Watts is rolling over in his grave and he's not even dead.
This was just like a name drop. Oh, we said Mid-South, guys. You get it? Get it?
Yeah. Well, it's like Tony last week on Twitter telling everyone that one of his favorite wrestling promotions was Mid-South Wrestling. I'm like, for someone who watched Mid-South, or Smoky Mountain Wrestling, you sure didn't learn dick all, did you, pal?
No.
Yeah, it's just so stupid. So stupid. Match was kind of shit. After, I don't know where this is in the show, but I know that there is a segment in John Moxley's basement.
Yeah.
Mr. T go off.
Go off.
Storm Cellar. God. This motherfucker, if you guys have not watched the video, it's on their YouTube channel. It's a 20-minute video. It will definitely give you depression. I'm not going to lie. This moron is basically just copying off The Rock, telling everyone to enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the ride. Don't worry about what we do. Just enjoy the ride. That's right. Isn't that right, Claudio? It's terrible. God, I'm freaking stuttering up a storm right now because I'm so pissed. This entire Death Rider shit is the worst storyline I have ever seen. I think it gives freaking what was Sting's gimmick in 1990 when Flair dressed up as the other Sting? What was it? Black Scorpion.
Yes, yeah.
It's giving that a run for its money, folks. This is bad. This is really freaking bad. All right. You got a crackhead in Wheeler Yuta. You got freaking Marina Shafir doesn't know I think her highlight of her career is talking about when she said "you don't know me" a couple years ago, cutting that promo.
My life, that was one of the worst promos of all. That was that was like a Michael McGillicuddy.
She made Ultimate Warrior
the moment.
She made Ultimate Warrior look like Ric Flair in the promo section.
You don't know me. You don't
know me.
This will be the moment. Is this as bad as that shit?
Oh,
actually a little bit worse because at least McGillicuddy wasn't yelling.
Yeah. Trey. If you go and Google or YouTube it later on, Marina Shafir, you don't know me. Trust me, it is the worst promo that you have ever seen. It's worse than that promo they show on Botchamania. That guy from in the Independence, how his voice cracks and shit, like he almost pukes. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember that one.
It's up there. It's bad. Death Riders can go fuck off. John Moxley can go off to his fucking dipshits. The Boar Horseman, fuck you, Moxley. I cannot stand you. I'm so ashamed to share.
Warren Steve Austin.
You are in the same facility as me here in Ohio. If I see you on the streets, I'm spitting at you. I don't give a fuck. You are a piece of shit.
No, all right. You can't say that. You can't say that. We're putting them in timeout for a second.
But
ladies and gentlemen,
Dean Ambrose.
That was all a joke. This is not real. He was talking about that in Minecraft. He got the spitting mod for Minecraft and also the Cincinnati mod for Minecraft. Okay, we are back. Let's move on to fucking the Mariah May shit. So we get a promo of
I missed this segment.
The match. We get a yeah, she calls a Huntsville Cuntsville. Real clever.
Wait a minute, did she really?
Well, she said put it with a C. She didn't actually say the word, but
replace the H with a C in Huntsville.
Okay, I'm like, she really said that on freaking Turner? What the hell?
Nah, I wish it would have been
funny. I wish it would have, at least it would have been funny. Yeah,
it was basically, it's just shit. The promo just, didn't work for me. And usually her
I didn't
promos
care.
are all right. I
And
think her
it's fucked
promos
up.
are.
She's the women's
okay usually.
champion, but I guess I've ran about this a lot. She is second fiddle to Sasha Banks right now. No one cares about her title. Even this
Well, to
Tony
be
Storm
fair,
feud.
Sasha Banks has become like the fucking female Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is happening. She's got like 40 fucking titles.
Yeah, it's insane.
And she's got the same amount of heat as Jericho. No one wants to see her on their TV. She's got
No.
gold. No one
It's
cares.
ridiculous.
No one cares. Like I said,
Well-
Tony's over here just stroking people's egos, giving them all the money they want, just so they can just say, "Oh, I had them once on my TV. Look, I did a great job with them." It's
She's
just,
basically just being used to all the women there are just being fed to Sasha right now. It's insane.
you know, people always complained about how, like I said, Charlotte Flair was like kind of like the new like version of John Cena and Roman Reigns and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's Sasha Banks in AEW. It really is.
I actually enjoy watching Roman Reigns and John Cena now.
Mhm.
Well, speaking of which, there's by the way, before the Mercedes match, there is a vignette about the guns. So okay, they're coming to the TV.
The ass boys.
All right. Anyways, TBS Championship time, ladies and gentlemen. Mercedes Moné versus Yuka Sakazaki.
This was
I tried.
botchy as fuck, dude.
Yuka
That spot. That spot where is it Yuko, the Asian one, the Asian girl?
Yeah, Yuka.
When she tries that springboard, she botches it bad, bro.
Not once, not twice, 3 times.
3 times. Yeah, it was a couple times. And before the match, Deonna Purrazzo was on TV because she complained last week about not being on TV. Yeah. So they're like, Tony scrambled to get on the TV, so they just had her cut a promo. I guess she's doing something on Collision. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, with Taya Valkyrie.
Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna set up Purrazzo versus Harley Cameron, I think.
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big tits versus big ass. That's what it's gonna be on Saturday.
The match didn't start until
9:53
minutes.
Yeah, 6:53 my time. Yeah, it was.
It's ridiculous. These overruns are fucking absolute bullshit. I'm tired of them, and there's no fucking excuse for them.
No,
at least not every fucking week.
If you're gonna have an overrun this long, go to Turner, go to Warner Brothers, and say, "Can we get an extra half hour?" I would rather you do that. I'm tired of these fucking overruns.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous that they're running and operating this way. It makes it seem amateurish when it's an overrun every fucking week.
Yeah, Raw an overrun every week. It was some weeks they went over, but
you have so many people on your fucking roster. Guess what? You add an extra half hour to Dynamite, you can put some of those fucking people on TV.
Yeah.
Crazy idea. But the match just kind of mid. I thought it was okay.
If they want to do an overrun, it makes sense like doing like an anniversary show or like a freaking like Clash of Champions like style like Dynamite, right? But not every week like you said. It's just annoying. No one cares.
Yeah, every week is an overrun, so it doesn't.
And it's a long overrun too. It's like 10 minutes almost.
Yeah, I mean,
great. When Raw overwent, it was what 5 minutes maybe.
Well, yeah, they had 11:05
like a quarter-hour overrun.
Yeah, like they would like maybe go like maybe 3 minutes over the hour. Like it wouldn't be like they're like it'd be like 11:15 at night. Like everyone's like, now we gotta get home and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just I don't get it.
They're going 15 minutes over. That's a quarter hour.
At least tonight only went 5 minutes over. Last week I think we went over like an hour and 8 minutes, right?
Yeah, it was like went into 8 almost.
It didn't go over an hour, but
in
8 minutes. But it felt like it. It went over 8 minutes. Yeah, it's always around the.
Yeah,
you're taking up the better part of a quarter of an hour, which in TV they break down all the ratings by quarter hours.
Yeah. Like I think after Dynamite, doesn't like Modern Family come on after Dynamite every Wednesday?
Yeah, but imagine trying to fucking tune into that show and then you're stuck seeing the end of Dynamite, which is their strategy. They're trying to get people who are coming in to watch the show. But guess what? You've done it for a year, over a year now.
Oh, yeah, it's been like 3 years on this. Yeah.
And it's not fucking working. Your ratings aren't going up enough to justify this.
No, I don't.
They're only going up because you're saying on Twitter, oh, the AEW is going to get better. So the wrestling fans who were kind of moving away from it give you another shot. That's why it's going up.
Yeah.
It's because you said we've changed, I'm a better man now. It's like, oh, you're still sleeping around with other people? Guess what? Your wife's going to fucking leave you again.
Yeah.
That's what the fucking ratings are. Everyone's going to leave because they think you're fucking lying to them, because you are. Because if anything, if you've changed anything, you've made it slightly better quality, but also way more boring.
Yeah.
So it kind
boring
of
as fuck. It was just I was almost just I had to do other stuff in the background to keep my energy up. Holy shit. It was just draining me, the show.
Oh, this show will put you to sleep. Like if you get up like early in the morning, like you have to watch a show without a nap or something, you're exhausted. Like you just can't wait to go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
there's no excitement to the
show. It wasn't worse than last week, but
yeah.
No.
And by the way, this is the fourth week in a row they've not used that stupid "I'm so excited" intro. So I think they finally learned that we're not doing this no more.
I think they just used it for 1 week.
Yeah. I think
that was meant to be a one-off, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it was a one-off. I think the backlash was so bad online. It's like, okay, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't use this because it don't fit. It does not.
No, I felt like they did a whole special intro for it too. I think it was meant to be a one-off because it was one of their like special shows.
Yeah,
as they call it. Yeah, so I don't think that was meant to be a permanent one, but it was not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't fit.
Not at all.
I don't mind them using licensed music. That's fine. WWE does the same thing. It just has to fit. Like even with Raw, the theme that Travis Scott does for Raw doesn't fit.
No.
And I'm not a fan of it, but it's better than whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's pretty much it for Dynamite tonight.
I believe it is.
Yeah, Sasha wins. That's it. Who cares?
Yeah, and you know what's crazy too? That building tonight was the same building that they did the first TNA show, the Von Braun Civic Center.
Oh shit.
Yep. That's the building where Ken Shamrock won the NWA title.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck my life, dude.
We
went from having Jimmy Wang Yang dressed up as Elvis as a part of Flying Elvis's wrestling arena to this shit. That was something better than this.
We had a young AJ Styles coming up. We had a freaking prime Jerry Lynn and an up and comer Low Key, and this is what we get
versus the Flying Elvis.
When Razor Ramon could still kind of work too. When Scott Hall could actually still somewhat wrestle still.
And he
had that.
Yeah. Still over.
It's bad when the shit that Russo booked was better than your shit.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's
not a high bar, but still.
No, I mean it's not. Here's the thing.
I honestly feel like I know you're yawning.
When Russo's booking is better than yours, that's a fucking problem.
I honestly Aces and Eights is better than the Death Riders. I just want to get that out.
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree with you on that one. I agree with that one. I honestly think that the three of us could do a better job booking a show than Tony can do within a week. I really do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I would love Tony to put up some money and we could do that. That would be awesome.
Oh, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Give us Collision for
just give us Collision. Yeah.
Yep. I'm not being stupid, but I'm doing the whole thing that Punk did. I'm keeping my roster separate. The Dynamite roster shit. The Collision roster is going to be 10 times better.
Yeah. First thing you do is bring Ricky Starks back. He'd come out to start off the show, bro. That's how you do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways,
Should we check chat before we head out?
We should check chat.
Chat.
Do you want to read chat here?
Yeah. Let me get my cheaters on for a second here.
You're gay.
Yeah, I'm half blind, so that's why.
Yeah, you're half gay too.
Yeah, well, I told you that in confidence, Cream, but thanks a lot. Appreciate it. We all know AEW's WCW light, but without the star power. Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, exactly. They're TNA light without the star power.
How about going to Australia to cure insomnia at 2 a.m.? Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's not going to be able to cure insomnia. Well, fuck, it will be. I guess the only thing it won't be able to cure is the shit booking that they've put through it. Trish says, I was a Sasha fan and I used to get so mad at Charlotte. Then she turned basically into what I disliked in AEW. Yeah.
A
lot of
she's
people
the
feel that
title hog now. She has a reign of terror. What people thought Triple H was back in the day, that's what Sasha is right now.
I was
collecting belts like Ultimo Dragon. This is fucked.
I was a big fan of Sasha in NXT. Like her matches against Bayley. Those two matches they had against it was Brooklyn and it was
Brooklyn and
Iron Woman match.
Oh, it's one of the takeovers in Full Sail, I think.
Yeah, New Orleans. Was that one?
No, it wasn't New Orleans. It was definitely in Full Sail. I can't remember the actual.
It was one of the ones.
Was it takeover?
Yeah,
or something like that, or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, whatever it was. Like those matches, like really put Sasha on the bank. Put Sasha on the map. He really put her on the map. I honestly feel that she was one of the best heels in wrestling too at one point. Sasha was really good. Like
I liked Sasha at one point.
Yeah, I think that Brooklyn match honestly might be one of the best women's matches, like top 10 ever, like that.
Yeah. That reverse Hurricane Rana from the top rope stuff.
That was
I still remember.
That was wild.
Yeah.
Like,
she came out.
So
and she came out like with I think was it Escalades or like SV. God, she came like with
she came out in like a Rolls Royce or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. She felt like a star, man. She goes to AEW. She feels like a freaking big fish in a small pond.
Well, WWE hit her imperfections very well, and it shows.
Yeah,
it fucking shows.
And WWE, NXT, Triple H, whoever helped him book NXT, they really showcased her well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just like you see all the cracks, you see all of it. She lost the star power, like literally. When I heard she went to AEW the first time, like okay, that might be actually a pretty good pickup for him. Then actually watching what she wanted to do, and watching her matches in Japan, I'm like, oh fuck, they made a bad decision here, pal. This is like Paige all over again.
Yeah.
That was fucked too. The Monet reign of terror. Yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna head out. We're almost at the 1 hour mark, so we're gonna hit it and quit it. But again, this Saturday, during the day, we will have a podcast episode uploaded previewing the Royal Rumble. It will be up in time so everybody can watch through it multiple times before the Rumble actually happens, if you want.
Get those watch hours up, baby.
Oh yeah. That's definitely why. It's definitely not for people's convenience. It's for our watch hours. So anyways, thank you everybody for watching. Make sure to like, favorite, subscribe, all the gay shit that all the YouTubers tell you to do.
Share it out.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the big daddy? Well, we weren't going to talk about that here. See, we're actually going to do a video of that. We're going to record that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk all about the IWC. It's going to be probably an hour itself.
Yeah, it will be a stream.
There's a lot.
At least.
It's not just Mark. There's a giant fucking rabbit hole we're going to go down.
Something just happened today. They dropped some bullshit today. So it's like...
We definitely got you guys an appetizer, and tomorrow is going to be the main course. So just stay tuned. Have the notification bell ready to go because it's going to be juicy, like a big old pot of deck bones.
Yeah. Alrighty, thank you everybody, and until next time, R. Kelly is trying to touch me.